the first time that we actually see demons, so far we've just been told about that Jesus was casting demons out of people, but now this is the first time that we actually get a story where we can see a demon in action, see what he's doing. Okay, so this is in Mark 1. Just then there was a man in their synagogue with an unclean spirit, and the demon cried out, saying, "What business do you have with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, Holy One of God." And Jesus rebuked him, saying, "Be quiet and come out of him." And after the demon threw the man into convulsions and cried out with a loud voice, the unclean spirit came out of him. And all the people were amazed. So they debated among themselves, saying, "What is this? A new teaching with authority. This Jesus commands even the unclean spirits, and they obey him." Wow. So isn't it interesting that the demons always know who Jesus is? Even when a lot of the people had no idea at this point, the demons always recognized Jesus, and they were obviously afraid of Jesus. They worry that he is going to torment them or destroy them. Some of the things that they say, they recognize Jesus even when most people did not. All right, so what I want to do tonight is I'm going to start making lists. Okay, we're going to make 3 lists tonight, and of the things that we're learning. Because remember, we are going through the entire Gospels, and I'm going to show you every single time in the Gospels that we learn of, that we are told about Jesus interacting with demons. So I'm going to make lists of the things that we learn as we are doing this. Okay, so the first list is, what do we learn about demons? Okay, so what have we learned so far? We've learned that demons can possess people, including children, which we're going to see that in a minute, including multiple demons. So Mary of Magdalene had 7 demons. Okay, so more than one demon can be inside of a person. All right, demons recognize who Jesus is. They are afraid of him. Demons can affect people's behavior. Okay, the last story, remember the demon flung the man on the ground and he had convulsions. That was the demon affecting his behavior. So demons can indeed physically affect us, okay? They can affect our behavior. Okay, so that's all that we know from that list so far. We'll keep adding to that list as we go through the Gospels. Okay, so the second list we're going to do is, how does Jesus deal with demons? So I'm just going to make a record of everything that Jesus does. So what have we seen so far? Jesus casts demons out of people with a word. Okay, so he uses spoken word to command the demon to leave. Jesus commands demons and they must obey. If he says go, they have to go. If he says be quiet, they have to be quiet. And then Jesus would not permit them to speak. Okay, we're going to talk about all these things later. Okay, and then our third list is, what does Jesus say to the demons? Okay, so what we're going to do in this list is we're simply going to quote Jesus. So we're going to make a list of quotes of what he said. So what has he said so far? Be quiet and come out of him. Okay, be quiet and come out of him. All right, so that is what we have seen so far.